Sunday, August 28th at the Landers Center. Come and say thank you to the Williams Brothers.
Yes, I am.
It's the Williams Brothers Farewell Tour.
I'm just a nobody.
50 years of hits from the Williams Brothers.
God will deliver.
Hit after hit after hit.
I just want to say thank you.
The Williams Brothers Farewell Tour. Sunday, August 28th at the Landers Center. Joining the Williams Brothers for this farewell performance, Sister Shirley Brown with the Tennessee Mass Choir. Plus, Kadarius Price, the Williams Brothers Farewell Tour.
And I'm going away.
Sunday, August 28th at the Landers Center in South Haven. Only 2,000 tickets will be sold. Tickets go on sale July 8th at the Landers Center box office and Ticketmaster.com.
It's been a long time.
Yes, it's been a long time, but we're back!
2 steps to the left.
The 19th Annual Memphis Blues Festival, starring Willie Clayton.
Now wiggle in the middle, from side to side.
The Manhattans featuring Gerald Alston.
Let's kiss and say goodbye, pretty baby.
That dancing Pokey Bear.
To be with my side piece.
Nellie Tiger Travis. Jay Wan.
I got this record.
And the Jay Morris Group.
She said I'm baby. Oh.
The 19th Annual Memphis Blues Festival, Saturday, August 20th at the Landers Center. Willie Clayton, the Manhattans featuring Gerald Alston, Pokey Bear, Nellie Tiger Travis, Jay Wan, and Jay Morris Group. Saturday, August 20th at the Landers Center. Tickets on sale at the box office and Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, the blues is alright.
You know, when you have a case in criminal court, you want to feel as though you're walking into a courtroom where the judge is fair, just, and has a knowledge of the law. And no matter what crime you are accused of, that judge will treat you with respect and dignity. That's why you want to elect Sanjeev Maymullah as Judge Criminal Court Division 8. Many citizens, as well as lawyers, have complained that the present judge in Division 8 does not know how to talk and treat those who come before him. But not so with Sanjeev Maymullah. Sanjeev is prepared to deal with all that come before him justly as he hands down the law fairly. Sanjeev has over 20 years experience as an assistant public defender in Memphis and Shelby County. He has defended clients of all different backgrounds. He has litigated cases all the way from arrest to jury trial involving crimes that range from misdemeanors to murder and rape. Sanjeev is committed to treating all litigants, witnesses, and victims of crime fairly and with compassion, and is dedicated to the cause of justice in Memphis and Shelby County. If you're ready for a change in Criminal Court Division 8, vote August 4th for Sanjeev Maymullah as your Criminal Court Judge in Division 8. Early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Paid for by the committee to elect Sanjeev Maymullah. Rajesh is the treasurer. This is Atticus Matthews. I grew up on Clyde Avenue in an area of North Memphis known as New Chicago. In my youth, it was a beautiful place to live, but now the house I grew up in and the street that I played on is nothing now more than blight. But not only is my old neighborhood like this, but many of yours as well. And the current environmental judge seems not to care. Who is he working for? The citizens of Shelby County or the in-town and out-of-town landlords and property owners? But all of this can change with the getting rid of the current judge and replacing him with someone who cares and someone who is promising to do the job. And that person is Danny Kale. He wants to be elected to the Environmental Court General Sessions Division 4. He is promising to clean up the city of Memphis and Shelby County. He's also endorsed by the mayors of Bartlett, Collierville, Germantown, Lakeland, Millerton, and Arlington, and even has the endorsement of the Memphis Firefighters Association. I strongly invite you to endorse Danny Kale as your next environmental judge. If you want to clean up your community, then put a man in office that will flush your blight away. On August 4th, vote Danny Kale for the Environmental Judge General Sessions Division 14. Early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Paid for by the committee to elect Danny Kale. So hell yeah, Kale is the treasure. Domestic violence is an issue which has plagued the American society since its inception. In the last 2 years, there has been an increase in the number of cases involving domestic violence. But when Kathy Anderson is elected as a General Sessions Criminal Court Judge of Division 10, she will work to stop the cycle of abuse here in Shelby County. Kathy Anderson has worked with the criminal justice system for over 2 decades, spending 27 years with the Office of the Shelby County Public Defender. Kathy has witnessed firsthand the long-term effect of domestic violence. She's seen the effects this cycle has had on children who have witnessed this violence, even sometimes becoming abusers themselves. Kathy encourages us as a community to demand laws from legislators which enhance punishment for those convicted of domestic violence in the presence of children. As part of her candidacy, Kathy believes there is a dire need to establish a domestic violence registry. This will help identify those convicted of domestic violence so that other persons are aware of their behavior prior to getting involved with them. Kathy is also a very proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. On August 4th, vote for Kathy Anderson, General Sessions Criminal Court Judge, Division 10. Early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Paid for by the committee to elect Kathy Anderson Judge, Norma Lester Treasurer. Melody Taylor Jefferson has been in the private practice of law for almost 30 years. Her experience, knowledge, compassion, ability to listen, to be fair, and to apply the law are some of the qualities that make her an excellent candidate for your next Chancellor of Part 1 Chancery Court. She graduated from Rhodes College with a Bachelor of Arts in English and obtained her Juris Doctor's degree from Cecil C. Humphreys School of Law. Attorney Taylor Jefferson worked for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in their fundraising section, as well as for the state of Tennessee and the Department of Human Services. Her legal career started as a judicial law clerk in Chancery Court and the private practices of law in the associations of Pete, Higgs, and Armstrong. Attorney Taylor Jefferson serves on the board of Young Actors Guild and is a member of the Association of Women Attorneys, the Memphis Bar Association, and the Ben F. Jones chapter of the National Bar Association. She is a member of Brown Baptist Church and of Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated. Service is her basis and foundation, and she would love to serve the Shelby County community. She wants to thank you for your advanced support. Vote for experience. Vote for integrity. Vote for justice. On August the 4th, vote for Melanie Taylor Jefferson, Chancellor, Part 1. Make her the first female chancellor. Also, early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Paid for by the committee to elect Melanie Taylor Jefferson for Chancellor, Tandra Davis, Treasurer.
If you wanna know what's Thaddeus, if you wanna grow, ask Thaddeus, he will let you know, yeah, yeah. What's Thaddeus? It's the Thaddeus Matthews Show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He is the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and then it's on. Sometimes the other news don't get it right. They don't get it right. What Daddy does his homework every night. What's local news, world news, national news? He's gonna keep it tight for the people.
And just when you thought it was safe. Good Tuesday evening to you. Ooh, I'm hot and I'm tired. I've been out there in that sun today. And I made it all the way up these steps and realized I got the same custom pastor shirt on I had on yesterday. But fuck it, I was not going to turn around and go all the way back down the steps. But it's hot, it's tired, and I've already done just about 2 hours on the air earlier this evening. And I want to thank my good friend Doc Holliday for having me on his show from about 2 to about 2:30. I mean, from about 2 to about 3:30. Thank you. I mean, I hope that you all that looked at that was impressed. If you would like to go back and see it, it's the Doc Holliday YouTube channel, and I invite you to subscribe to his channel. All right? So I'm already tired. And I've had to come to realize I ain't 25 no more. And all these shows in one day will kind of get the old man. I did my 4 hours this morning on the air. Went out, took care of some business in that heat. Oh, Doc Holliday, man, it was great, man. I enjoyed it, man. And we're working on some things together. What's that word? Collaborating on some greatness in the form of black men and media. His producer, Cassius, and I don't know Cassius' last name, young man, 45 years old, who has a great mind for this technology. I've asked him to build me a website that I can promote and produce with the chat on it, that I can put information up on it that cannot be censored. Black communication is very much needed. Please understand, he who gave you his story, and always break that word down for you, not our story, but his story, does not want you to be as successful as him. The bigoted white man, and I'm not saying that all white folk are bigoted, but many are. They still live in the dark ages, and they've extended their racism to their families. First of all, let me assure you, that black people cannot be racist. You can be prejudiced, but you can't be a racist, because the word racist means one who is in control of another race. We are not in charge of anybody. We ain't even in charge of ourselves. Did you get your chicken? Let me tell you, the volume is not low, motherfucker. Cut your motherfucking tablet up, or get the fuck off the page. Let me tell you, it was late because I sat around and talked shop with Doc. So I said, I'm going to go on down here to Houston's. Got my drink, my Moscow Mule, and I ordered a prime rib steak. Well, they brought me the wrong thing, or I ordered the wrong thing. And I told the little white server at Houston's, I said, ma'am, this ain't the steak I want. They brought me a little bitty round steak. What the fuck I'm finna do with this? So I said, bring me the other steak. Then she has the unabitted gall to tell me, that's an expensive steak. And y'all know I went off things. Do I look like a broke motherfucker? Do I look like I can't pay for whatever you got on this goddamn menu? It's not your place to be looking at my pockets to see what I got. Yours is to order me the goddamn steak that I want. So she went and got the manager. And the manager came out. Well, we're preparing you another steak. I said, I don't want it. I want to pay the $16 for this drink and get up out of here. Well, if you don't take the steak, we're going to have to throw it away. Throw that motherfucker in the garbage. Because I refuse to let you look in my pockets and tell me what I got in it. I said, I'm in Houston's, and when I'm in Houston's and Mel's with me, I'm going to spend $100 every time I'm in there. So, that was an insult to me. And I told him, fuck you. You done lost another good customer. So shit. But that's the way it go. And I'm sorry, I don't let some white people talk to me any kind of way. And then black people, I don't let you talk to me crazy in a way, any kind of way either. Okay? But I went right on across the street and got me some chicken at Gus's. And them people were so nice. They brought me my little 3 pieces of chicken, my coleslaw, and my beans, and some iced tea. And I tipped her $10. It went but $16. I tipped her. And thank you, Mr. Matthews. Thank you for being so kind. All right, let's get off into this show. Whew, and I told you, I'm tired. I had the air cut off up here. Mel cut it off when she left. And I'm hot. But that's all right. If I go off early tonight, it's the same way. Firebirds, the same way. You have to watch those. No, when I go to Firebirds, I've never been disrespected or insulted. But and I would have went off on somebody black the same way I went off on the little white server. It's an insult to me when you tell me something is expensive. That's an insult. And especially for someone that is in your establishment 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. So I think she was new. But my thing is, as I told her, I said, fuck you. See, I don't have to eat here. I can go right on up the street to Capitol Grill, where every time I eat in Capitol Grill, they're nice people. And Will Richardson got me eating oysters now, so I get me a dozen oysters, put a little sauce in it, and pour me a little Tabasco sauce on it, and it's easy. But I refuse to be insulted and I'm spending my money. Okay, insult me at the place I go that's free, and there ain't no place in Memphis that you can go that's free. Shit. Okay. All right, let me get off into this story because I'm hot. I know I got some fans up here. All right, election day is Thursday. Woo. I know Mel was trying to save me this utility bill, but it's hot up these steps. And then I got these lights on me as well. Yeah, that's expensive. Bitch, I buy you out of my small change pocket. Don't tell me. All right, let me get off into this show. If you have not voted, make sure that you go and vote on Thursday. Okay. I may work Friday night or I may not. Okay. You know, I usually take Friday nights off because, you know, as I was talking with Doc today and Cassius, I don't have nothing else to prove in Memphis. So my goals now is a national audience on a daily basis. So that's the reason I'm creating a forum. We talked about doing some pilots in the studio that Cassius has. I'm just looking, because I was telling Will the other night, I feel stagnated. I've been doing this shit for so long, and I'm so goddamn good at what I do. There's no excitement anymore in doing this. I come here, I do a job, I inform you, I entertain you. What my wife want? She at the casino. And she know I'm on air, so it must be important. I'm on the air. What's up?
Go to your notifications and accept so that it can add it to the other page. I text you.
You know I ain't reading them.
I know, that's why I called your phone, thinking you would check my text message.
Oh well. I thought you'd ran out of money or something at the casino.
I did. I ran out. So you can send some and then still go to your Facebook page, go on notifications so that you can add that to your profile to the other page. And then I'll check my cash out. And I'll check what?
Do what now?
Go to your notifications.
I done did that. Melanie. Don't be hollering at me.
Now go-
You're on air. You're on air now. Don't be hollering at me on the air.
Okay,
So
when they go to your-
these
when they
people
go to your Cash App.
these people be thinking your ass in charge or something.
Okay, Mom. All right. Yeah, now go to your cash app. Yeah, I'm out of money. Go to your cash app.
Do what now?
I said now go to cash app.
Go to Cash App.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you $100. The what?
I ain't done nothing. Okay, that's fine.
I ain't finna send you no more than $100. You've been playing all
Why
evening.
aren't you talking? No, why aren't you doing that on the live air? Like you don't do that. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right, bye bye.
Goodness. Lord have mercy. Let me see. send this child some money. Try and get off into this show. I forgot how to send money all of a sudden. Oh, okay. Oh, it ain't working. The sending the money thing. Okay. All right. Let's go. No, I'm not ready for Mel to come home. See, do what she want to do. Let her pray. She's down there with her mama and all them. But I ain't gonna say but $100. She been playing all evening, so if you lose, play slow. Play slow. All right, let me get off into what I want to talk about. You know, it's about a live set-in talk show with a small audience, about 100 people, is a start and probably. I don't even know who this is sending me this. Okay. But you know, you get bored in this business. Like I said, I've been doing it forever. And I'm just at the point that I need some new excitement. I need something that challenges me in this business. Doing what I do here, I'm the best in Memphis. By far. Ain't nobody got the numbers that I got. They can brag about what they do, but when I look at somebody's page, you ain't got but 100 folk on it. Or you ain't got but 10 or 15 people on your page. What the fuck you doing? You waste your time. And if your page don't make no money, you ain't got no business doing it. They're talking about crime in Memphis and youth crime. Sunday morning, I believe that was, when the police made their arrest of the 14 individuals for car thefts and for things of that nature. I looked at the pictures that they had on there. And I noticed one picture on there that I recognized the young man. So I said, maybe that just looked like him. So I went and looked up the name. I went to the page, and that was his name. Used to be at my church. I knew that he came from a good family. I knew that he had been in some problems. I even sought to assist him at one time. I knew his mother. I know his mother well. I knew his grandmother. I knew his great-grandmother. So I can't say that there was a lack of the family structure. He had already been in trouble. And I worked on some things for him several years ago. And again, I said, well, you know, I know he doesn't have to be out here robbing and things of that nature. This is not something that he has to do. Knowing his family and knowing what his family had tried and has tried to do for him. But I started reading the list of young people that were involved, 14 youth in this. And I looked at all the ages of those that were charged. And then I saw a 10-year-old auto theft, 13-year-old auto theft, 14-year-old auto theft, two 14-year-olds auto theft, two 15-year-olds auto theft, 16-year-old auto theft. Then you got one guy, Jordan Conrad, 18, auto theft. 2 counts of unlawful possession of weapons, evading arrest. Then you got Marcus Jones, 18, auto theft, evading arrest, reckless driving. Then you got 19-year-old Davidson Smith, auto theft. Robert Gray, auto theft, 20 years old. Brandon Colliers, 24, auto theft. Jacoby Lane, 24. Theft of property. Convicted felon in possession of a handgun. Driving with a suspended, revoked license. Violation of vehicle registration. And Antoine Dickerson, 36. Possession of marijuana and a warrant for aggravated assault. Probably the leader of the pack, and made sure he didn't steal nothing. Someone just texted me and said Jacoby Lane, is that his name son? Yes, that is Dale's son. So I know he comes from a good family. But I look at the age of these minors, and y'all want a Steve Mulroy that wants to be soft on black crime. A 10-year-old. Where's his sorry ass mammy? 10 years old. Lord knows I wish I knew his name and the mama's number. No, for minors, auto theft is not a misdemeanor, sir. I don't know where the fuck you get that shit from. Auto theft has never been a misdemeanor. But being 10 years old, he cannot be tried as an adult. But the problem becomes, where is the sorry ass mama? Somebody said, where's sorry ass daddy? He never did have no daddy. Daddy 9 times out of 10 fucked his mama. His name was Ray Ray Poo Poo Pookie Junebug. And that's all she know. But I'd like to know if some of my sources out there that know the name and the telephone number of the mama. I'd like to know, how is your child loose in the streets at 10 years old? Same thing for the 13-year-old, same thing for the 14-year-old, same thing for the 15-year-old, same thing for the 16-year-old. Y'all ain't raising these little bad heathens. Y'all fucking shooting them out and turning them loose on society. Now, when your 10-year-old with a gun in his hand pulls a gun on somebody, and that somebody shoots your son, your 10 years old, then you're going to have your nappy-headed ass, oh, they didn't have to kill my baby. Yes, they did have to kill that little motherfucker. That little motherfucker had a gun. Shoot the son of a bitch. He got a gun. He's 10 years old. He feels brave. He knows he ain't going to do no time. He knows he can't be tried as an adult. Some of y'all need to sew your pussies up. Get you a needle and thread and sew it, just leave you enough room to pee with. Y'all just fucking to be fucking. Fucking anything. Anything with a dick, you fucking it. And then you have these big side babies. And y'all want to elect Steve Monroe because there's too many black folk going to jail. Steve Monroe is a sorry individual to me, in my opinion. Lock him up. But I wonder what goes through the mind. I wonder what goes through the mind of a parent who has a 10 years old could the little 10, who taught the little son of a bitch how to drive? Who taught him how to drive? See, how tall is it at 10 years old? If the 10-year-old pull a gun on you, don't hesitate to send his ass on the child heaven. I think they got a special division in heaven for the little children that's bad. Or send his ass on the hell. 10 years old. Where does this mindset come from? Where does the mindset come from? Some of you mammas ain't shit. Yeah, I'm gonna just tell you. You putting anything in your womb and bringing them little sorry motherfuckers into this world. You won't raise them? Lord have mercy tonight. Y'all won't raise your children. You want society to feel sorry for your children. He ain't got no dad around. You knew when you was fucking the man, he wasn't going to be around you. He said, I don't want no damn baby. I just want some ass on the back seat of this car. Upside this wall. In the bathroom of a restaurant. You know he didn't want to be with you. You know he didn't want no baby. But you just fucking. Then you bring that little big head motherfucker into the world with that fucked up DNA he got. Yeah, he got some fucked up DNA. Your DNA fucked up. The daddy's DNA fucked up. So you bring these dangers into our society. There can't be no truth in sentencing when you're 10 years old and you're 14 years old. But there needs to be some legislation. The parent of this 10 years old should be arrested. The crime is already on the book, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. You start locking up some of these sorry ass mammies. You ain't saying nothing about the daddies. They ain't living with the daddies no way. You're the guardian. Lock his ass up. Lock the parents up. You got some mandatory, come up with some mandatory time. Come up with a mandatory fine. Will Richardson, when you're elected, that's a piece of legislation for you. Parents should be held accountable for the turds of life that they bring into this world. 10 years old. 10. And I'm willing to bet you this 36-year-old man who only had a warrant for aggravated assault and smoking some weed, I bet you he's the boss. I bet you he's the boss. Ladies and gentlemen, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. And we've got to have the people in place that wanted to stop. Many of our elected officials, they don't care. They don't care. That's the reason I'm telling you to vote for Amy Wyrick. Steve Mulroy does not care. He don't want too many blacks in the jail where their black asses all not commit crimes. That's where you go when you're robbing folk. That's where you go. That's where you're supposed to be. That's where you're supposed to go. See, white folk can't come out and say it, that the little black motherfuckers ought to be in jail if they commit dangerous crimes and they take in the lives and the property of other individuals. Lock that little sorry motherfucker up. He ain't learning nothing in no goddamn school. Lock the mammy up. Where is all of these sorry ass mammies that's having all these sorry ass children? You won't discipline your child. Many of you scared of your child. How do you feed a little son of a bitch that you scared of? How do you buy groceries? Cook at him, put it in the plate. Oh, that's right. You young women do Roman noodles and shit. It's time for mammies to go to jail. It's time to hold them responsible. Sure, you just said 14, 15-year-old, he running with the wrong group. Your 10 You all ain't supposed to be running nowhere. Nowhere. How does Lord Jesus, I hope I can get the number of the mama so I can call her. What a no good trifling ass. She trifling. She worthless. Should have grabbed that little motherfucker and stuck him back up in her pussy. He's worthless. He has no business on the street. You've already misinformed your child. How do you not know the company that a 10-year-old is keeping? It's sad. Then many of you getting ready for these book bags, giving away book bags and shit. You're having all these book drives and notebook paper drives. I ain't giving you shit. You out here fucking. The dick that you getting ought to be able to buy you some paper for your children and some pencils. It should be a law that if you got some dick at your house or you're fucking somebody, we can't give you no pencil, no paper, and no book bag. That ought to be the law. Well, that's another one right there. Don't give no motherfucker no pencil, no paper, nothing. If she fucking, it need to be a form, a fucking form. When was the last time you fucked? Last week. All right, you're ineligible to get some free books and pencil and paper. Let your pussy pay for the paper. I think that would be a great form. Y'all agree with me? I think that would be a great form. The pussy form. Every parent that's getting some paper, you got to show the pussy form. If a man come up there with you, you can't get no paper. Now, I think that's a great idea, my goddamn self. A pussy form. You know, you broke and ain't got no job. Why the fuck you having 4 or 5 babies? Yeah. You just fucking and having babies, and you want society to buy some paper. I don't believe in giving you shit. Don't y'all believe in the pussy form? If you're fucking a man, hell, if you're a lesbian, bulldagger, or whatever you is, if you got a girlfriend that you're fucking and you calling her your main squeeze, let her buy some paper for your children. Fucking people who got, especially if you fucking somebody and you ain't married to them. Why we gotta pay for your pussy? Why you taking your goddamn ass, your ratchet ass, and going and get some motherfucking weave and shit? You getting that weave and getting that pencil and writing across your mother. You shave your real eyelashes off. That's the dumbest shit in the world I ever seen. You shave off what God gave you, then you go get a goddamn pencil and just draw across your eyes. Ain't that some stupid shit? Damn. Somebody said you need to go to P Valley and get on the damn pole. If you got a pussy, and we all know what a pussy is, so he said pussy, I said pussy. You got a pussy, and your pussy won't get a pack of notebook paper, get your number 2 pencil, some erasers, then you got a bad pussy. You need to take your pussy back to the pussy store and see if you can get the latest model of pussy, because your pussy got to be outdated if that motherfucker won't get you no notebook paper. I know it's hard, but it's fair. Ain't nobody else gonna tell you. I got it, man.
Hey, I was just making sure it was still good. Any changes or anything?
I haven't looked at it yet. I'm on the air.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, that's all right. I'll look at it though when I go to break.
Okay then.
All right, man. Thank you. That's Rex with OTS Films that does my commercials and stuff, the ones that I don't do. Yeah, go back. I don't get kicked off for going to the pussy store. I got kicked off because my enemies went through all my shit looking for copyrights. Take it back to the pussy store and talk to the salesman. Tell the salesman, I want one of them pussies that can get me some notebook paper for my children. Yes, ma'am. You look over there on that shelf on row aisle. We got the book pack, pencil, school supplies pussy. Get you one of them. But where are these mamas? Where are y'all? Why is it that you don't have control of your children? Quit fucking anything. Y'all fuck dick that don't benefit you. Unbeneficiable dick. Ain't got no benefit. Any dick you get all has come with some benefits. If you getting a dick with no benefits, you a hoe. And you ain't a good hoe, because the good hoes get paid. You getting unbeneficiable dicks. Ain't got no benefits to it. Shit. My man threw it down last night. What did the motherfucker throw in the refrigerator? Did he throw the thing in the refrigerator that you could throw on the table to feed your children? Some of you dumb bitches. Only meat you got in the house is between his legs. And sucking broke dick ain't good dick. Lord have mercy, I'm preaching this evening. Somebody lift your hands right now. Sucking broke dick ain't good dick. You swallowing dick that ain't got no benefits. Lord Jesus tonight. Just yum-yumming dick. Yum, 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 yum. Slobbing all over the dick. Letting them teabag you. You created a whole nursery, a whole daycare center in your stomach. And that's all you get is a wet a wet pussy. That's all you got. You got up. Then you bring these babies into the world. You don't raise them. And see, here's what happened. Your little child got a gun. He's trying to rob somebody. Somebody else got a gun. But they hesitate because they look at his age. Shoot that motherfucker. He gonna shoot you. When that 10-year-old pulls a weapon out, his intentions is to shoot you because he knows he can't go to jail for no long time. They take him down to juvenile court, spank him on his hands. I don't give a fuck about your baby. Breaking man. He a dead 10-year-old. They make some short graves. And when I pulled my trigger, I'm shooting to kill him. This ain't gun smoke. I ain't finished trying to shoot the gun out of his hand. Send a mess. But we're tired of your little thieving children. At least I am. We got to have somebody that's hard on crime. Little Stevie wants to bullshit you in the black community. Too many blacks in jail. Mass incarceration. Mass incarcerate their ass. If they robbing and killing, stealing, that's where they're supposed to be. We don't need electing anybody that is soft on crime. Yeah, you got an Uber to get him to your house. Yeah, he probably would have to take an Uber, because I moved way out in the county. Something's wrong. And I hope I hear from somebody tonight on there when I open up the phone lines. I hope I hear from somebody that said I'm wrong. You're scared to sleep in your own house. Every noise you hear, you think somebody trying to come in. Yeah, you think somebody's trying to come in. Don't get out your cars and your garages until the door is down. Bag into your garage if possible. So if anything show up, you hit the gas and run over that motherfucker. And even if you got the head in, keep your garage door goes down, keep it in reverse so that you can bag over a motherfucker if somebody come into your property. Come on. It's time to quit playing with these fools. If you can't raise them, we can bury them. All that agree with me in burying these little sorry motherfuckers, raise your hand. Let me see you raise your hand. It's bad when you work hard and you got to be fearful that somebody gonna try to take your shit. Kill that little motherfucker. 10 years old? We'll have a song and a prayer. Fuck him up. Somebody said fuck him up. Fuck him up! Let your little heathens keep on. What y'all think the white folk be out there target practicing for? Y'all won't take y'all asses out there where the white people's at with you. Them white people got something for your ass. They teach the little children 10 years old, oh, they already know how to shoot you motherfuckers. Fuck him up! It's time out. I'm hoping that these new judges that are trying to be elected you lock these motherfuckers up. Bonds too lenient. So I said, have a Sesame Street funeral for his ass. Bury him in Spider-Man pajamas. Damn. Whew. Oh, shit. Put him in some Sesame Street. Big bird looking motherfuckers. Then what's so bad with some of you as parents? You get these 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds. They done killed somebody. They done carjacked somebody. Let me go get my baby out of jail. How much is his bond? You put your houses up. You sell your cars and your belongings to get a no good motherfucker out of jail. You know he ain't no good. You know, when he was born, he wasn't no goddamn good. But you're going to get him out of jail. Your sorry asses. Woo! I'm telling you like it is. If you don't like it, tough titty and somebody got to suck it. I'm going to tell you like it is. Y'all letting these children raise themselves. Yeah, that's what many of you are doing. You're letting the children raise themselves. You're turning them loose. I can't do nothing with him, child. You can kick his ass. Yeah. You can kick him square in his ass. You've lost control of their lives. You've lost control of your house. You give the authority. Quit telling these little boys, you mama's little man. He ain't no motherfucking man. You the head of the house. No, he ain't. He shouldn't be. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. Then when I come back, I'm going to open up the phone lines. We'll be right back. This is Thaddeus Matthews. You know, it's not often that I can say that a candidate that's running for office is truly a good person and will do exactly what they say they will do if elected. But I can say that about Judge Lonnie Thompson, Judge, General Sessions Court, Division 6. Lonnie Thompson and I shot marbles. We played kickball in the street. We lived next door to each other. We grew up in the same church. Lonnie Thompson is fair in his court, and I know he's fair because I've been in his court, and he recused himself because of our lifelong friendship. Lonnie Thompson deserves to be re-elected as your General Sessions Court judge in Division 6. He has 23 years of experience as a judge. Trusted leadership and trusted experience is what you get in Judge Lonnie Thompson. So on August 4th, vote to re-elect Judge Lonnie Thompson, General Sessions Court, Division 6. Early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Paid for by the committee to elect Judge Lonnie Thompson. Judge Sheila Edwards is the treasurer.
Greetings, citizens of District 86. My name is Will Richardson, and I'm asking to be your next state representative. I'm a husband, I'm a father, grandfather, multiple business owner, decorated veteran, man of God, and I care about the people. Yes, we have our challenges within our city, in our state. That's why I'm asking for your support to continue the legacy and the hard work of our district. I want to be your voice in Nashville to assist in lowering crime, bringing better education for our children, bringing quality and affordable health care, and jobs back to our city. Remember on August 4th to consider me, Will Richardson, as your next state representative for District 86. Remember, where there's a will, there's a way.
She gets the job done. Jamie DeSwangen gets the job done. Hey, she's won city council, now she's running again. Circuit court clerk's office where we need a friend. We want somebody that we can trust. This city needs a leader that won't give up. Step to the left if you're voting, then step to the right if you know it. Then bounce to the one that you know is best to be the circuit court clerk and outdo she gets the job done.
Swearingen for a better relationship with the judges. Swearingen for a better relationship with the lawyers. Swearingen connecting circuit court clerk to the community.
Go out and vote Jamie DeSwangen. Hey, a vote for Swangen is a vote for you. We're going to the poll and we know what to do. A vote.
Many of you thought that there was no choice in voting for the circuit court clerk, and that you were just stuck in having to vote for the same old political name with no experience. But you do have a choice, and that choice is Sohaya Kale. Sohaya Kale has over 27 years with county government, 23 with the sheriff's office. She has managed over $89 million in budget, negotiated multi-million-dollar contracts for the sheriff's office. The office that she's running for is a civil court and is a court of record handling divorces, child custody cases, car wrecks, medical malpractices, and anything over $25,000. This job is an administrative job and not a job that has anything to do with a political party. This office needs experience and not be given to a politician with no experience who just needs a job. Sohaya Kale has been endorsed by current circuit court clerk Tamika Gibson and former clerk Jimmy Moore. She's also been endorsed by the mayors of Germantown, Arlington, and Bartlett. So on August 4th, vote for experience, not a politician. Vote Sohaya Kale, the circuit court clerk. Early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Paid for by friends of Sohaya Kale. Richard Disashua is the treasurer.
Here's your invitation to Melanie, Mrs. Cussing Pastor, 47th birthday party and blues show. It's Friday, September 9th, 7 p.m. at the LaPlace Ballroom and Event Center, 5841 Sycamore View in Summer, right behind Church's Chicken. Featuring in concert, L.J. Eccles.
Do you want me to get it from the back?
O.B. Buchanan. Summer Wolf.
If you want me,
Summer Wolf.
leave me.
West Love.
Love the way you put it on me.
Mr. Sam.
She said jump up, roll it.
Chick Rogers.
You got me messed up. Yeah.
And introducing new Southern Soul sensation, West Dawn.
If you don't wanna treat me right, somebody else will.
It's Melanie, Mrs. Cussing Pastor's 47th birthday party and blues show. Friday, September 9th at the LaPlace Ballroom and Event Center. Tickets are $40 in advance, $50 at the door. VIP, $65 per seat at a table of 9 or a whole table for $500. Tickets available only at cussingpastor.com. The MC for the evening, none other than the Cussing Pastor, Thaddeus Matthews. Get your tickets now.
All right, get your tickets. It's going to be a big show. 8 big acts on the show. This is for Mill's 47th birthday party. It's going to be on the 9th. Her birthday is not on the 9th, the next week. But I was trying to make sure I had a date I could get all my acts into the city. So go to the website. Especially if you love Mel. You ain't got to like me. You love Mel. Go to the site. Order your tickets. I didn't tell nobody to call me yet, so motherfucker, whoever you are, wait till I open up the phone line. I want to talk to you till I say I want to talk to you. Go to the website, www.cussingpastor.com. They're $40 in advance. They will be $50 at the door. Nobody gets in free. Okay. Promoters, y'all don't get in free. Y'all don't spend your money with me. So if you're a promoter, you're going to pay just like everybody else. I don't even want to hear, you got so-and-so at the door, you're a promoter. Fuck him being a promoter. Don't none of y'all spend your money with me. The only somebody that spends some money with me is Julius Lewis. He got 2 shows on here. The Williams Brothers and the one in Landers Center. 2 shows. The rest of you motherfuckers, oh, I got another show I got to put on tomorrow from the Taylor Group. My guy just sent it to me, so I can't get it in here while I'm on the air tonight. So it'll be here on the air tomorrow. A lot of these political commercials, you'll see them for the last time on tomorrow night because the election is Thursday night. And I may or may not take off Thursday night. All the voting will be over. When I come on the air, the polls will be closing at 7 o'clock. If you know you have not voted, you need to go to the polls and place your vote. All right, lines are open. 901-231-9239. Okay, that's my number. 901-231-9239. What do you think about what I said? But I want y'all to go and get them tickets too now. I want you to go and get the tickets. Go and get your whole table. That's $500. 9 of you can go there.
Power on. Connect Send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead. Who is this, please?
Hey, Daddy, how are you? My name is Tasha Holmes.
All right, speak up for me, Tasha.
Hello,
Yeah, speak up for me, baby.
sir.
Speak
Okay,
up.
okay. Let me. Can you hear me now?
Yes. What's on your mind, baby?
Okay. Yes, I just wanted to thank you for shedding light on the violence. This is my first time ever really going live. I'm a parent that was affected by violence. I've been a nurse in surgery for 17 years.
Wait a minute.
And I have two sons.
Wait a minute.
And my oldest son felt like because he was in a suburban, he needed to fit in and be, like tough or whatever. I'm not sure. But he got tangled up. And he got in trouble and he did the unthinkable. And that is, I cannot, and it's going on 11 years this year. And he's in prison. I did not get him out because he knew better. I'm, God-fearing woman in church. And I have two boys. My youngest son just graduated from the University of Memphis 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one thing I had to learn. And that was by my husband, my late husband that passed away when I was 26. But, that is, I had to find out that my son lived a total different life that my youngest son and I didn't even know about on Facebook. It was like half of the city of Memphis was his Facebook friend besides us. That is, I didn't even know my son knew how to smoke. And I'm just, and my youngest son who just graduated from Memphis, years ago, he was a mom.
Ma'am.
I don't listen to a lot of the rap.
Ma'am.
Yes.
You have to listen to me as well, okay? And let me get in on the conversation. How old is your son?
Yes, I hear you now.
How old is your son?
He will be 30 on Christmas Day this year. And it happened when he was 18 going on 19.
Okay. How long you been in jail?
11 years.
What did he do?
He was playing with a gun and he shot his girlfriend in the head.
He was playing with a gun and shot his girlfriend.
They charged him with reckless homicide, and then of course with this being domestic violence capital USA, the grand jury upped it to first degree, and then he took a plea for second degree.
And they gave him how many years?
He took a plea for 12 and a half years.
So how much more time he has?
Another year and a half.
So
12 and a half. That's what he did the plea for 2 and a half.
So he was 18 years old, playing with a gun, shot his girlfriend in the head.
At my mom's house.
So you think it was an accident?
Yes. He stayed and called 911. They played the tape, during the trial. But like what I'm saying, Thaddeus, I'm just, when you say as a parent, you try to look at the whole thing, like what did I do? You try not to, blame yourself, but you look at what they listen to, like you said, who they're hanging around, and, his dad and I lived two polar different lives, but I was a teen mom. You see what I'm saying? I was 16. So I didn't have another child, till I was married. But still, I learned more about him being in prison than I did with him even being in my house.
Okay.
So, But he came from a good family, and I reached out to the young lady's mom, and my heart breaks because it's a no-win situation on both ends. And I was never that mom that say, oh, not my child. That is, I promise you, now these kids, they have um they have access to so much demonic stuff and so much, that's telling them to worship the devil and throwing all these signs up and you just go like, how did this stuff take over control over the world? It's like it was a wrestle of what I was trying to get him to do right as opposed to what the world was, trying to get him to do.
Now, the issue that I have with your story, you say he was 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So how you playing with a gun and shoot your girlfriend in the head?
Well, he was talking about he was showing her how to aim or something, to that effect.
Wait, man. Now,
it was my stepdad's son, I want to say it was a 38 Thaddeus.
But listen to what ma'am, listen to what you're saying. He was teaching her how to aim the gun?
Yeah.
And she aimed the gun at her own head?
Sir?
And she aimed the gun at her head?
Yes. That's
wait. Come on, ma'am. Come on now.
No, not her. He did. That's what I'm saying. And so
he was teaching her how to aim, and he aimed the gun at her head.
He did. And
pulled the trigger?
Pull the trigger. So when my stepdad,
that ain't no accident.
Unfortunately, he passed away. He said when he heard the pop, he heard my my son.
That ain't no accident.
You know what?
If I aim a gun at you and I pull the trigger, that ain't no accident.
Right. Well, at that, I agree with what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. I am not the parent saying,
Ma'am? Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? It's like my feedback is slower from when you're talking. Okay, now I can hear you.
You have me on a speakerphone?
Yeah, okay. Let me get you out. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, now can you hear me? I didn't know that was a speakerphone that was making me slow.
Thank you.
Okay, so when they took all of the, like when it first happened, I guess the system charged him with reckless homicide because they said it was, he called 911. And my stepdad, who passed away, said when he heard the pop, he heard my son, panic, like, oh my God, what have I done? So, of course, I'm in surgery. I wasn't there, but when I got the news, that was when he had already been booked at 201 Poplar.
Did you burn him out?
Sir, I can't hear you.
Did you burn him out?
No, no, sir. No, sir, because to me, he knew better. You know what a gun would do. And I didn't raise him to even play with guns. I don't even have one to this day, Thaddeus. In this day and time, everybody needs one, but I did not. Thaddeus, I did not.
So what is his plans for getting out? What are you going to do when he get out?
Well, he, of course, he's been in like carpentry classes in prison and, getting his GED and everything. And, maybe, he'll be with his dad or whatever. But, it's like I said, our relationship, it was strained. Because as a mom, you carry that burden for the victim and for your pain, especially when you didn't raise them that way. You see what I'm saying? So, we'll see if he sticks to that. When I talk to him, he's, it's better than what it was. But I would tell any parent, this is a nightmare you do not want to live. You don't.
So who
I
is
think
when you say who is he mad at?
No, we didn't just he.
You say
because with me,
your relationship is estranged. Who is he mad at with?
it was between like me and his dad. You got me wanting the good, the good life, went back to school after my husband passed, got my education, got my degree, doing well. And then you got his dad who he felt like wasn't always there. So, and like I said, that's the son I had when I was a teenager, a teen mom.
Okay.
So you look at the, the whole, like I said, the whole, thing. And one thing I tell people, don't even look at me or him as a victim, because when these children, they know better. You see what I'm saying? And it's just a very, very hurtful situation, because like I said, I feel her mother's pain more than anything. And like, I feel you when you say you have these parents that bond them out and be crying, oh, my baby. You have to look at the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And don't be so selfish as to, my baby wouldn't do that. You don't know what your child, capable of doing. And here I am at work.
All right, darling. I appreciate your story now.
Okay. No, and please don't get tired. Don't get tired. We need you. I love politics. So we need your voice. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so very much, darling. Yeah, it's a tragic.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. I think it's a tragic story, but I also think he intended to kill the girlfriend. Don't play with me with no gun. Okay. All right. 901-231-9239 is the time. 8:28 is the time. Okay. You can get in on the conversation. 901-231-9239. That's the number. Nope, we ain't answering no one. Nope. Okay. It's time out, y'all, for us having pity for these demons in society. It's just time out. I ain't got no sorry for them. I ain't got no pity for them. You know what you're doing. When you go up to carjack someone, you know why you're doing it. You want to steal somebody's shit. They done worked hard for what it is that they have. Okay? Worked hard for it. And here you are, stealing. I have no remorse for you. And I don't blame her for not getting him out of jail. He knew better than what he was doing. Why would he be bitter at the moment? You killed the girl. You shot her in the head. All right. Phone lines are open. I'd like to hear from you. 901-231-9239.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Bro Johnson.
Hey, Doug, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great.
Yeah, I just listened at the lady before you, man. I was just listening at her, and I was just wanting to say she was talking about the nightmare of her son being incarcerated, but she have access to go visit her son. And I was thinking about my son leaving out of my door and get killed by some people that I don't know in case it's still unsolved. And I was just listening to that story, man, and it kind of touched my heart. But she do have access to go visit her son in prison, but I don't have that motive of going and visit, seeing my son that was murdered 7 years ago, and the case is still unsolved.
So, Reggie, have the police said anything about who killed your son?
No. I listen to you all the time, and I listen at this, man, your show and what you talk about. If you, as a parent or people in this city, if you don't say anything to the Memphis Homicide Unit about a cold case status, they won't call you or won't say anything about the case. I'm sure some people are going to hear this tonight and say that he's so right. Status, I got to the point now, I just leave it up to God. I do say some things every now and then, but if you don't call the Memphis Homicide Unit, they won't call you. I'm talking about, the system is tough.
Didn't you have video? Wasn't there something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had video of my son leaving the house, and when he left my house and walked on the side of my house, it wasn't even maybe about 400 feet from my house, and people came out the next street and just shot him as he was walking. And I gave them the video, man, and, nothing ever been said, and like I said, it's been a cold case for 7 years now, and I done got to the point now where, I pray and move on beyond it, because I don't know if it ever be solved, but if it do, I thank God. But other than that, man, I don't look forward to Memphis Homicide Unit doing anything.
I remember your case well.
Yeah.
And then your wife passed away.
Yeah, I lost my wife last year, April the 25th, man, and part of that, she died of COVID, man, but part of that was her heart being broken, and I tell you, losing her baby son, our son, was 21 years old when that happened to him, and that tore her to pieces, man. She never was the same, and we both was able to console each other, man, but I tell you, she never was the same behind that. She worked every day and did whatever she was supposed to do as a wife, but, man, she never was the same behind that, losing our son. And then I'm talking about it was like walking distance. I can walk out of my yard and just walk up, right up the street where he was laying at. I had to leave my son in the street. I had called 911. I had to leave my son actually in the street to go get the ambulance to come back and and try to do something for my son. But it's tough, man, the way these people and kids doing stuff now, man. I have no remorse for them, to be honest.
So you're a proponent then for truth in sentencing, aren't you?
Yeah, man, I'm talking about, and I wanted to ask you about that. I listened at the show when you talked to Ms. Warwick that night about the truth in sentencing. I'm totally before that, man. I'm so totally for truth in sentencing. But I just want to know, because would it be like that when they get in the Tennessee Department of Correction? Because I have, Tennessee Department, that's what I wanted to ask. When they get to the prison do their own thing. Would the senators be kind of tampered with when they get to the Department of Correction?
They can't do their own thing. If the judge has signed an order for 50 years, then the Department of Corrections does not have that power. Only the district attorney and the judge has the power to shorten your time. Your time is your time. After July 1, violent offenses, you fall on anything that happened before July 1, you're not under this new law. And that was the reason that I brought Ms. Warwick on the show, so that she could explain to the public exactly what it was that's going on as far as its truth in sentencing. But 7 years. Do you even hear from the homicide people anymore?
No, I don't hear from them. If I don't call or say anything, I called maybe about 3-4 months ago, and I called them and I said, well, I know I'm not going to hear it. Y'all not going to say anything, but I just called to check and see had y'all heard anything. Now, Mr. Johnson, we got new people up here now, and we going through a lot of stuff. We changing hands and doing a little stuff and putting more homicide people up here. Thaddeus, I guarantee you, if anybody else listening tonight that have lost a child, they will tell you, if you don't call, if your case is unsolved and you don't call homicide to say the thing, Thaddeus, they won't say nothing. I even told them, I said, man, at least y'all can call me and just lie to me. Just call and lie to me, just tell me something. Just lie to me, Thaddeus, if you don't call them, they won't say anything. And I appreciate everything you do and stuff. So you'll probably hear from somebody else saying you the same thing, but they won't say anything.
Did the video show any faces or anything?
What's that? Inspector?
Did the video show any faces, cars, or anything?
They said it was a car. Never did tell me what make and model the car was. They said it was a car passed by my house that circled around. I showed them the video, and they said the car that circled around, they believe was the car. And I spent thousands of dollars to try to get the car enlarged and, money that Memphis supposed to spend. But they said they couldn't make out the make or the model of the car. And and stuff like that, and so that's the way they told me and stuff. And I had spent thousands of dollars trying to get that car enlarged and stuff, but it looked like a certain type of car to me, and but they never did say anything else about it, man. And and stuff like that. I talk to them every now and then, and like I said, they won't call me. Probably somebody will call me now once I'm talking to you, because they listen, and stuff. But no, I haven't heard anything. And like I said, if I don't say anything, I don't call, they won't call me.
Well, man, you always have my condolences, and we've known each other since high school.
Yeah, man.
But it's tragic, man. It's tragic unless the case is high profile. That sometimes the Memphis Police Department don't get as involved. I know we have a lot of murders, but I think that every murder should be taken and handled the very same way.
And that's what I told Chief Crow and Miss Davis. I think every homicide should be treated with respect and treated the same. Just because Dolph got killed, I feel like my son's homicide should have been treated the same way. But it's not like that when it's inside that system. Man, I sure appreciate everything that you does, and I just really admire the way you done this election thing this year. This has been one of the greatest election commercials, and since I've been watching you, man, this thing that you've been doing this year has been awesome, man.
Well, man, I just do what I do and do what I've always done. Have you voted?
Yeah, man, I work the election every year, man. Matter of fact, I go in Thursday, but I voted early, man. I voted early at Pursuit of God, but I work Shelby County Election Commission every year during the election.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate you so much, man. I'm grateful and I'm thankful to know you, man. I appreciate everything that you do, brother. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Stewart.
Hello, Mr. Matthews.
Yeah, when I was calling you, I was just checking on you. That's all. I'm on the air now, and I'm still urging folk to vote for Stewart Breakstone for Circuit Court Judge Division 6. So,
but I appreciate it.
But when I called you this evening, I was just checking on you and checking how the campaign was going.
Well, I put it on pause today because some people I promised I would mediate before I became judge. And so I mediated for them today, helped them get their stuff resolved, and now I just got home and working on the campaign now.
Okay. Well, I'm hopeful to call you Thursday night to congratulate you on becoming the new judge for Circuit Court Judge Division 6.
Well, yes, sir, and I appreciate you taking the time off the air to talk to me, and just give me a call, and otherwise we'll see you Thursday night.
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
That's Stewart Breakstone. Make sure you vote for him for Circuit Court Judge Division 6. All right. Phone lines are still open. Okay. 901-231-9239. And yeah, I've known Reginald Johnson for a period of time. To lose your son by murder, then your wife, they said COVID, but a couple of years ago, if you sneeze, it was COVID, but dying of a broken heart. And we got individuals that want to be laxed on crime. It does not make sense. You got a guy run for district attorney that says too many black folk in jail. Ask Reginald. In Reginald Johnson's mind, because whoever killed him was black, there's not enough black folk in jail. It's pitiful in the city that we live in. You're scared to do anything. You're fearful to enjoy life. That's the reason that Males Party, and I want everybody to know, I will have 6 or 7 armed security guards, couple on the inside, and the lot will be flooded with security.
flooded with security to make sure, ladies and men, you get to your car, that there is no loitering on the lot by anyone that is not at the party. Because I know the dangers that we have in this city. And there should be nobody that's robbing, committing murders, not in jail. I was telling Doc Holliday today, man, if I was 20 years younger, I'd leave the city in a heartbeat. But then these crimes are happening all over the country. You're fearful to walk through your house without a side on. Any noise that you hear during the night, you jump. You can have burglar alarms and dogs at your house. And the sad thing is that it seems that these young folk just don't care. They don't care about their lives. So you know damn well they don't care nothing about yours. Why would they care something about your life when they don't care nothing about theirs? Yeah, somebody on here, they got cameras everywhere, and these young heathens don't care. I'm hoping that truth in sentencing deters. I'm hoping. But these young folk don't care. I mean, you don't even try to hide your face no more. You look up at the camera. Hey. But I'm going to keep on doing what I do. And I said, my shows, that you share them on your pages. Share it. We've got to change the system. We need new judges. Friday morning, I hope we have new judges. Those of you who have not voted, vote. District 86, you know what to do. Will Richardson is your only choice. Again, love Miss Barbara Bush in 93. It's time for some new blood. And where there's a will for you to make a change, you can do it. You can do it. It's up to you. If it's to be, it's up to you. I don't have no problems with mass incarceration. None. But don't little Stevie comes and tell you he gonna make it easy on black folk. That'd be the reason I wouldn't vote for you right there. Why are you gonna be easy? There are criminals. Lock his black ass up. All right, 901-231-9239. That's my number. 8:45 is the time. Yeah. Let me take care of a little business and we'll be round back. If you want to call me when I come back, please do.
Being born in Finchford, raised in Whitehaven, graduating from Central High School through 24 years of legal practice, I am an advocate for the community, for justice, and for equality. My name is Carlos Bibbs, and I'm an experienced attorney seeking a judgeship in Circuit Court, Division 2. Circuit Court deals with business issues, divorces, medical malpractice, and name changes, just to list a few. It's important to have experienced advocates in our courtrooms, from the counsel table to the bench. As your next Circuit Court judge, I will treat each litigant fairly and with respect from beginning to end. I ask each of you for your support and your vote, because together we can bring about justice and equality in our community.
This is Thaddeus Matthews. You know, people are always asking me, who do I feel is a great lawyer that can handle their criminal or their civil matters? And I always have to recommend my lawyer of over 25 years, Joe Osment. Now I want to recommend my friend and my lawyer, Joe Osment, for Criminal Court Judge, Division 2. Joe Osment has been practicing law for 30 years. Joe Osment is a man of honor, a man of integrity, a man that if you, your family, or your friends have to stand in front of him, you know whether you're the victim or the defendant. The courtroom of Joe Osment is about justice and fairness for all. Joe Osment is committed to helping find solutions in the community and to making the right decisions in the courtroom regarding those that can be saved and those that should be incarcerated to save others. Vote Joe Osment, Criminal Court Judge, Division 2. Early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Election day is August 4th. Paid for by the committee to elect Joe Osment, Criminal Court Judge, Division 2, Michael Working, Treasurer. David Poole wants to be elected as Criminal Court Judge in Division 6. And I think it's a great idea, and I will tell you why. David Poole, as a practicing attorney, has practiced in Mississippi, Arkansas, and Tennessee. He's argued before the Tennessee Court of Appeals. David Poole has engaged in probate, environmental, and trade law, also personal injury, real estate, and yes, criminal law. David Poole has practiced in most every facet of the law. David Poole presently serves as a Shelby County General Sessions Criminal Court Judicial Commissioner or Magistrate for the past 6 years. He handles such matters as arraignments, warrant reviews, seizure hearings, warrant reviews, order of protections, and much, much more. David Poole, if elected, will make sure all matters in his courtroom are addressed with a sense of justice and fairness. On August 4th, vote David Poole, Criminal Court Judge, Division 6. Early voting starts July 15th through the 30th. Paid for by Poole for Judge, William Davis, Treasurer.
His father was a Memphis police officer. Fighting crime was in Floyd Bonner's DNA. So it's little wonder that Floyd Bonner became our sheriff. Since being elected, he's introduced new technology, hired more deputies, and Floyd Bonner has gone beyond the traditional role of a sheriff and expanded community outreach to every part of Shelby County. That's why his office was awarded the Triple Crown for law enforcement standards, because Floyd Bonner has been a great leader, and that's exactly what a sheriff should be. Sheriff Floyd Bonner.
Showman has none. He wanted to pay me to speak ill and very negatively against his opponent, the current judge of juvenile court, Dan Michael. I refuse. He wants to use me, but does not want the community to know that he spent money with me. In other words, he wants to use me. His reason being that his family doesn't like me. I spoke against his sister when she ran for county commission. His mama, who is deceased, did not like me because I cuss. He says his morality and his love for his family says that the community cannot know that he spent money with me. So you just want to use me? You're no more than a traffic cop. You have no qualifications, Tariq, to be the judge of juvenile court. What have you done for our young people? Where is your mentoringship? What have you said to our young people about the ills that they're committing in this community? I am urging this community to say no to the fake, say no to the phony, say no to a user. Vote no for Tariq Sugarman as juvenile court judge. Who you vote for is up to you. But do we need any more traffic cops? Do we need any more phonies and fakes in office? Say no to Sugarman.
Hello, I'm Judge Betty Thomas Moore. I have had the honor and the privilege to serve as your judge in Division 5 of General Sessions Civil Court for the past 16 years. I made history as the first elected female judge of the Shelby County General Sessions Civil Court. I disposed of thousands of cases making impartial and just decisions. I am proud to serve Shelby County. Thank you for your vote.
Paid for by the Committee to Re-elect Judge Betty Thomas Moore, Alvin Moore, Treasurer.
Veronica Cooper wants to be elected as judge in General Sessions Court, Division 5. Veronica Cooper got her law degree in 1997 from the Villanova University, did her undergraduate work at the Morris Brown College in 1994. Veronica Cooper has 25 years in private practice, admitted to the United States Court of Appeals for the 6th District. She's also a former college professor, entrepreneur, and philanthropist. She is also a member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority. She is very diverse in this community, holding no prejudice, and feel that everyone should be equal and treated with fair justice. She also says that Shelby County needs a judge who knows that her role is to serve the people by showing up to work, working hard, and treating those that come before her with respect and dignity. She says, I am that judge. She says vote for her because she will show up and eliminate the current waste in General Sessions Division 5. She will value the citizens of Shelby County and work hard on their behalf and respect the bench and respect those who come before her. Early voting starts on July the 15th through the 30th. Election day is August the 4th. Vote for Veronica Cooper, Judge, General Sessions Court, Division 5. Paid for by the Committee to elect Veronica R. Cooper, Judge. Ada Tootin is the treasurer.
Here's your invitation to Melanie, Mrs. Cussy Pastor, 47th birthday party and blues show. It's Friday, September 9th, 7 p.m. at the La Place Ballroom and Event Center, 5841 Sycamore View in Summer, right behind Church's Chicken, featuring in concert L.J. Eccles.
Do you want me to get it from the back?
O.B. Buchanan, Summer Wolf,
If you want me, leave me.
West Love,
Love the way you put it on me.
Mr. Sam,
She said jump up, roll it.
Chick Rogers,
You got me messed up. Yeah.
and introducing new Southern Soul sensation, West Dawn.
If you don't wanna treat me right, somebody else will.
It's Melanie. Melanie, Mrs. Cussing Pastor's 47th birthday party and blues show. Friday, September 9th at the LaPlace Ballroom and Event Center. Tickets are $40 in advance, $50 at the door. VIP, $65 per seat at a table of 9 or a whole table for $500. Tickets available only at cussingpastor.com. The MC for the evening, none other than the Cussing Pastor, Thaddeus Matthews. Get your tickets now!
Okay. If there's no one else that's going to call, it's time for me to go. I'm tired. And I am working on trying to put together my own programming as far as going out live, allowing comments and things of that nature. The guy told me, Cassius, that's his name. Well, we're going to try about next week. All right. I am extremely tired. Damn. Here this motherfucker wants to call me as accurate. Shit. Al, didn't you hear
To
me say...
accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Al, didn't you hear me say I was finna go?
Well, no, I didn't hear you. I heard you say if no one else is going to call me.
So what you want, Al?
Well, not to hold you up, but I just think one of the problems in our community is that it starts with these parents. If the child's behavior won't change until the parents' behavior won't change. Like even with your commercials with the politicians, like out here in Houston, we have a crime rate that's so high, and when a child commits a crime, he's rambunctious. The parents, they turn their eye blindly to whatever the child is doing, and then when he's on trial for murder or some heinous act, they act like they didn't know when it really started at home. So I would just say to a lot of your listeners and viewers, if you're in the hood and you got a bad child, move out and start at home. Your child just can't be sitting up on, going for murder, and then you think he's gonna change. No. It starts at home first.
All right, Al. Thank you, my friend.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right, y'all. I'm tired. I'm finna go. Join me in the morning on the radio. If I'm not in your area, just go to the TuneIn app. Put in WAGR 102.5. That's in Lexington, Mississippi. And I threw in my broadcast on all the stations down in that area. Thank you all. The pastor's tired. And I'm going to go and relax and probably have myself a cocktail. Okay? Adios. Arrivederci. Just damn bye. I'll see y'all tomorrow.